Hey everyone, my name is Nigel Bajos, and this is going to be my quick review of the Sigma 16mm F1.4 for the Micro Four Thirds system. So if you haven't seen it already, I did a unboxing and first impression video about this lens. You can check that out right here. So in this video, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about this lens and tell you why I like it so much, and also give you some footage that I captured with this lens over the weekend. So first off, one of the reasons that I love this lens so much is because of the focal length. Now, 16mm is 32mm on the Micro Four Thirds sensor. This 16mm is probably going to be the lens that I keep on my Panasonic GH3 the most, just because 32mm is just a really great focal length to work with. It's wide enough that you can shoot like landscape type stuff, but also not too wide, so where you can get in close and, you know, do some environmental portraiture or something like that. So that's why I really like this lens. I feel like I'm gonna be using it a lot, and with the F1.4, it gives you some nice separation from the background and really good low light performance. So another thing that I really like about this lens is that it's weather sealed. I haven't taken it out in the rain or anything like that yet, but the fact that I don't have to worry so much about, you know, taking it out in a light drizzle or in, like, you know, dusty environments is really nice to have, because I do live here in the rainy Pacific Northwest and it is not always, you know, dry and sunny outside. So that's one of the things that really drew me towards this lens, was the fact that it was a weather sealed lens. And, you know, coupled with my GH3, which has a weather sealed body, it just works out really well. So another thing that I like about this lens is the size. Now, I have recently sold my Panasonic 20mm and my 14mm, and those are pancake lenses. I actually like having a slightly bigger lens, especially when I'm going to be doing rack focusing. This is a focus by wire lens, just like all the Panasonic lenses, but this one just feels a lot better when you're manual focusing. So that's just one thing that I didn't like so much about the pancake lenses, was that they were so short that sometimes it was kind of, you know, finicky to try to do manual focus with pancake lenses. But this lens, it obviously is heavier. At the same time, it's not going to be as heavy as something like a Sigma 18-35 with a speed booster. That's going to be way heavier than this lens. This lens, in my opinion, is like perfectly suited for, you know, the Panasonic GH3, GH4, GH5. As far as like the physical size of it, it just is a really nice size to work with. Another thing that I really like about this lens is that it's not insanely expensive. That's just one thing that I do like about this, is that it's only 450 bucks. I assume that it's going to go down in price, just like the 30mm f1.4 did. So as far as like the important stuff, which is sharpness and image quality, I love it. It is sharp even at f1.4, which is something that I was really looking for. At f1.4, which I'm at right now, you know, you still get the separation from the background, but you don't sacrifice detail or sharpness or anything like that. So it does really well in low light at f1.4. You know, not pitch black, but if you're in just lower light situations, f1.4 is great. And it gives you some nice separation and nice bokeh in the background. And it's really great for the Micro Four Thirds because it is a little bit harder to get that shallow depth of field. But with the Sigma 16mm, it's very easily achievable. So anyways, that was my quick review of the Sigma 16mm f1.4. This was not a paid review. Sigma didn't send me this lens. I bought this with my own money, and this was my honest review of it. I say if you are looking for a prime lens that's within a 35mm-ish focal length, this Sigma 16mm is a perfect lens if you want that kind of field of view and also have a really wide aperture. As well as the price point and the weather sealing, I think this is an absolute no-brainer. I would definitely recommend this Sigma 16mm over like the 20mm by Panasonic and probably even the 14mm by Panasonic if you're looking for like better image quality and lower light performance. This lens is the way to go. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. But until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.